Also coming in, as per reports, an US-Israeli attack on Iran's Gulf port of Charak has killed at least one person and damaged the passenger terminal along with other civilian infrastructure. The strike hit the facility in southern Hormozgan Province near the Strait of Hormuz, causing significant damage to the terminal and maritime structures. Passenger terminal and civilian infrastructure damaged in Iran from the strikes. Those are the damages, visuals in fact also coming from the site of attack. Mr. Srivastava, I want to come to you now. Iran has now gone on to warn of disruption at another strait, which is the Bab al-Mandab Strait. How significant is going to be this disruption if it happens, and talk to us about the strategic importance of this Bab al-Mandab.
Well, Kriti, I think this is the next phase of this Iranian operation, if it is going to be so. And the signs are that the more pressure is built on Iranian Islamic regime in the Strait of Hormuz, the more counter pressure they will start building up in the Red Sea region, the Gulf of Aden, and the Bab al-Mandab Strait. And I think that strait is very much dominated by the Houthis, the Iranian terror proxies, and they have been disrupting, though I believe that that strait will not be blockaded by the Houthi rebels, like the way Iranian Islamic regime has been doing it in the Strait of Hormuz. And I believe that if that kind of operation Houthi carry out, then they will face bigger strikes from the United States of America and Israel, that is for sure. And United States of America and Israel, they have been conducting, though, this entire entire operation in the Yemen against Houthis in the past too. But this operation of the US and Israeli attacks will be much more than what it has been in the past. So, and also I also see that this Iranian Islamic regime has used Houthi rebels as their strategic reserve. We have seen that Houthis were not as active as the other terror proxies, like Hezbollah has been active in the battlefield, and Houthis have been relatively silent. But the more pressure is built by the United States of America and Israel and the Strait of Hormuz, you will see much bigger actions by the Houthis in the Bab al-Mandab region, that is for sure. And that area could be an area of conflict between the US, Israel, and Houthis. But having said that, let me say that if the Bab al-Mandab state comes under attack, then the 12%, about 12% of the global oil trade goes through this area, and the 20% is in the Strait of Hormuz. Of the entire area, if you put in combined, about 32% or so will be impacted by this kind of blockade and the conflict impact. And that will be a very consequential, negatively consequential for the global economy and the international energy markets.
Yes, of course, Mr. Srivastava, thanks very much for bringing us that assessment. And General Sudhagar, thank you very much for joining us and helping us with your perspectives. Viewers, we are now taking a very quick break. Don't go too far. News and updates continue on NewsX.